What the hell? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We're spoiled. We're spoiled, remember? Spoiled. Spoiled by losing 37-20. Duran, what's going on, my man? Defense, yeah. Yeah, what? I mean, no matter, hey, whoa. No matter what happens, we're spoiled. We're spoiled. Don't have expectations for this year. Don't hold anyone accountable. We're spoiled. We're spoiled, remember? It's what we are. We're spoiled. We're spoiled because we have Lamar Jackson, because we have Derrick Henry, because we have an offense and defense that on paper was supposed to be Super Bowl contenders. They were supposed to be Super Bowl front runners. We're spoiled because we had that expectation that these guys were going to go out on the field and produce. We're spoiled not because of the things that have been done on the field, but because of the expectations. Remember? We're spoiled that this defense is putting up dead last rankings in almost every defensive category. We're spoiled. Outplayed. Outcoached. But I'm telling you right now, they're going to walk into that press conference and tell you they need to execute better. They're going to tell you that the injuries held them back. It wasn't that they were getting run up and down the field with the guys on the field. It was the injuries that held them back. Something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. Because what they're doing is insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and hoping for a different result. Plain and simple. Insanity. And I'm seeing they cut the stream because they cut Harbaugh's press conference because the audio wasn't working. Not the first thing that the coaching staff has dealt with today that wasn't working. Maybe the entire game plan. Maybe the fact that once the Ravens, I mean, let's call it what it is. The Ravens opened up this game and put together a textbook drive. They gave us exactly what we were hoping for. Gave us exactly what we were hoping for. Defense goes out there, gets a stop, only allows 3. Ravens have the ball, an opportunity. They're driving down the field. Opportunity to go 14-3, 10-3, make it at least one possession, full touchdown game, maybe 2 possessions. Lamar throws I don't know what he was doing. Just throw the ball away, live to see another down, throws it to the other team. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So I kept notes for each drive. And then I stopped. I stopped literally before halftime. Here's how it goes. Great first drive. Defense holds on second drive. Needed that. Can't throw that turnover. Defense, don't bend, don't break. Pathetic drive. Easy touchdown. Pathetic drive. Easy touchdown. Lamar fumble. That pick was awful. That pick in a lot of like that just threw this team into a different like they suddenly they started playing from behind. And what does this team do when they play from behind? They abandon everything they know. Derrick Henry was averaging 7.8 yards a rush on the first 4 attempts. And they stopped handing him the ball. Tony Romo. Tony Romo was making sense. I started agreeing with Tony Romo in a game we were playing against the Chiefs. That physically should never happen. Ravens give up a touchdown to start the half. Go down the field. It is 3rd and 1, and I love it, Romo. Clearly, Derrick Henry's going to be on this field, right? It's 3rd and 1. Derrick Henry's going to be on this field, right? No, it's Justice Hill. So guess what that means to the entire world? They're throwing it. Fourth and 1, you have a play in which your quarterback runs 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It was just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Ravens showed up to make a statement, and they made a statement. You know what the statement they made? We're a bad football team. We're poorly coached. If you show up with any sort of game plan, you will beat us. If our first option doesn't work, you will win. That's the statement we sent. Oh, you got us out of our game plan? We're not up the whole game. We will fold. They went down 6 points and abandoned the run. Let me show you this one. After they had an opportunity to still go up, it was still all within reach. This was the Ravens drive. 10-yard run by Derrick Henry. 10-yard run, 11. If you want to nitpick, it was 11-yard run. Delay of game. Delay of game. 11-yard run to start the drive. 11-yard run to start the drive, by the way. Delay of game. Okay, that happened. As horrendous and unacceptable as it is, that happens, right? Delay of game. Just another delay of game. 10-yard screenplay. Honestly, nice call. Gets it to within 2nd and 5. You're back on track, baby. You're back on track. You had an 11-yard run to start the drive. Boom, you get the first down. Then you get a delay of game. Wow, that should not happen. That was stupid of you. But hey. But hey, we move. We move. We got 2nd and 5. You're back ahead of the chains. Let's get this puppy rolling again. Delay of game. No. I'm not talking about the delay of game that just happened to play before. For the second time in 3 plays. For the second time in 3 plays, you shoot yourself in the foot. You have gotten in your own way. Delay of game. Okay. So now we're back to 2nd and 10. We've thrown out all positive plays we've made. What are we going to do? How about And you know what? I don't want to give him too much shit because Justice Hill was one of the few players who actually didn't give up on this team, who actually didn't give up on his team, who didn't didn't give up on his team. I mean, horrible play there by Justice Hill on an attempted block. How about an intentional grounding? Then you get an 11-yard dump off on 3rd and 26. Remember when it was 2nd and 10? I literally put in the tweet, just a joke of a drive. They couldn't stay out of their own way. And then when they then they get the ball back. Okay, you're down at the time 20-7. Lamar fumble, of course. And then I tweeted it out. I said, this is the worst, one of, if not the worst, I'm going to call it the worst first halves you have ever played under Lamar Jackson. Without a doubt, one of the worst halves you've ever played under Lamar Jackson. You then go out, and I tweeted, I said, you somehow are down 10. You're down 10. Somehow. You have an opportunity to still make it work. What did they do? They gave up an easy drove down the field touchdown to start off the drive. They go down 3rd and 1. Don't you take Derrick Henry off the field. Now you're down 17 with 2 minutes left because you wasted a whole quarter. And hey, I get it. People are going to say like Lamar, all this. I agree. They're wasting Lamar's career. We got to have accountability. Lamar played bad football today. Fumble and the interception both should not have happened. And for those of you who will want to see me and Kevin talk about this more, we'll go live after Sunday Night Football. I'm going to hop off here. Usually I just go for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to probably go for another 10-ish because there is just so much to say. But if you want to get more Kevin and I's reaction, we'll be back later tonight. We'll probably even cover a little bit of the Orioles stuff. But the Orioles also played today. I mean, it's paying off. Also, we talk about people having each other's number. If I watch the Ravens defense get beat by the same 4th down play every single time, if you are running a 4th down play against the Baltimore Ravens, here it is. Here it is. I wish I had a whiteboard. Can I get this going real fast? Okay. How do I do this? How do I get a line? Okay, I'm not trying to. One sec. Trying to get a whiteboard right now online so that I can draw up exactly how you got to beat. They're just not letting me. Is there no whiteboard I can just draw on online for free? Go skip tutorial. All right, wait, hold up. Can I? Oh, how do I? All right, people, here's what we're doing. Well, I found something for free. Don't worry, we found something. Online whiteboard. You want, yeah, I already started drawing it, so sorry to everyone. You want to beat the Ravens defensively. So here, well, we got 6, 7. No one make a joke. So what? We got 7, 8, 9, 10. Just run. Trips out here. Have this guy go this way. This guy go this way. This guy go this way. I'm telling you right now, this guy is always open. I don't know how many times we have to see the same play on 4th down, but that guy is always open. It's the same. Here, we'll even do this. Running back, there's a fake down here. Quarterback runs this way. Once again, this guy is always open. It's the same play every time they run against us. It is either a pick or a fake pick. And no matter what the play is, it's going. The Lions just beat you with the same play. How do we not ever get that? And you know what? Can I go back some? Am I able to go back some? Because I would like to add some different things to this play. Sometimes this guy, he's over here, and then he comes in motion. And you are never going to get, despite the fact that usually the guy's here and then goes that way, you are never going to guess after this play action and this guy here, you're never going to guess where this guy goes. And he's always open. And he is always open. Welcome to Zach's Chalkboard. Welcome. I might just start using this whiteboard for things. And Mark, you're right. I'm just spoiled. We are just spoiled as a fan base with Ravens football. Christian, you would think, Christian. You would think eventually. I'm telling you this right now. This team is not. Oh, Harbaugh said we're just not a good football team yet. Not gonna lie, I just posted a really funny tweet on. I don't feel bad for laughing at my own tweets. Sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you laugh at your own tweets?" Yes, I do. I think I'm funny. Oh, this is great. John Harbaugh and the Ravens delay of game penalties. That's really out of character for us. That's surprising, but we've got to deal with it. That's really out of character for Jonathan. That is the most on character thing we've done this season. Shooting ourselves in the foot pre-snap? Jonathan. That's what's out of character for us? How about defense? How about defense is ranked dead last at everything? Honestly. Oh, here we are. We might as well. Might as well, Adam. And we'll get to some super chats. Blue Eli. Offense can't do a thing. Defense can't stop. Defense can't stop a damn thing. And injuries pile on. Zach, when I talk about the Orioles or Ravens, answer is C. All of the above. All of the above. Above. Eli, I appreciate you. Christian, my man. Appreciate you. What a great day. It was a great day. It was a great day. Hit some bets. Another great day. Joe, not yet for all 162. I want to talk about it a little bit more probably tonight. And then we'll get into it later this week. But I do appreciate everyone for sticking with us for all 162. Lamar's a turnover machine in big games. I mean, it's hard to argue after this. I'm going to stop sharing this. It's even making me upset. I don't trust Ryan with the offensive coordinator. I'd be an OC that calls his plays. All right. I'm bringing this up actually because I'm going to address it. We're going to listen to Kyle Hamilton now talk about this. So Jamison Hensley just posted this. Here is Kyle Hamilton.
Apologize to the fans. Just the product that we're putting on the field right now is not up to par with what the Ravens have been in the past and have been recent past. And I think we know that we're trying our best to correct it, but obviously something's wrong. So it's up to all of us to try to fix that. Also, I feel like earlier in the week I used poor choice of words, just saying that Ravens fans were spoiled. I retract that. I meant in a sense that Ravens fans have been accustomed to great defense, great teams. Haven't been a lot of teams in Ravens history since '96 to underachieved to the point where fans felt disappointed in the season as a whole. And I feel like as of right now, week 4, obviously, long way to go in this season, but we're disappointed, and I'm sure the fans are disappointed too. So um, we got to get it fixed. We got to put a product and a team on the field that fans are proud to say they root for, proud to say they spend money on tickets to come to games and all that stuff and support us. So on a brighter note, I want to shout out to everybody who contributed today, specifically on the defensive side. CJ Okoye, I think it was his first game ever.
I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm going to stop you there. Now, I assumed Kyle was going to retract that statement eventually. If I'm being honest with you, I was hoping he was going to rub it in a little bit after a win today. It's not the case. I don't think, listen, I think the spoil comments are funny. There's one player on this team that can make a comment like that besides Lamar Jackson. It's Kyle Hamilton because of the special talent he is. Let's look this up. This is the Ravens remaining. This is their next, including a bye. Texans, Rams, Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, Browns, Jets, Bengals, Steelers, Bengals. Okay, Texans needs to be a win. Rams now needs to be a win. Bears now needs to be a win. Dolphins now needs to be a win. Vikings now needs to be a win. Browns now needs to be a win. Jets now needs to be a win. Bengals now needs to be a win. Steelers now needs to be a win. Bengals again. Yeah, you guessed it. Now needs to be a win. Why do they now need to be wins? Because you put yourself in this situation. You can lose. You can win 2 straight games against the Texans and Rams, and you're finding yourself at 500. Just a pathetic showing. I mean, yes, they should beat the Texans. They should beat the Bears, the Dolphins, the Vikings. They should beat the Browns. They should beat the Jets. We'll see who's playing for Burrow and them. They should beat the Steelers. They should. I mean, the Steelers will have their devil magic, but play the Patriots. They look better. Packers, that looks like a loss. Steelers, that should be a win. But very easily. Very easily. Just sad. Just sad. But that's going to do it for my post-game reaction. We'll be back later tonight, Kevin and I, after the Sunday night football game. So stay tuned for that. We'll talk Orioles. They just lost to the Yankees, but the Yankees didn't win the East, so that was cool. Just another sweep to end the season. So that sucks. I do appreciate everyone who has tuned in for the Orioles stuff. Hell, I appreciate everyone who's tuned in for this. This isn't easy. No, we'll talk as a little bit. Gunner and Westy, good way to end the. They tie the lead for home runs. It's weird that the Orioles season's over. You know, like as much as it sucked, we were all in it together. So, listen, the Orioles lost. They got swept to end the season. And like it's you can laugh now. It's over. The Orioles went 75-87. 75-87. You know what? Cool, Sharky. I love this. Reminder that the Morton trade helped the Guardians. It did. It did, which is crazy. The Guardians who sold everything. But Orioles, Holiday 1 for 4, Westbrook 2 for 4, Gunnar 1 for 3, O'Neal 1 for 4. Rest of the team goes hitless, I believe. Yeah. And it was truly nice of them. It was truly nice of them. Both seasons end on the same day. But appreciate everyone who's tuned in. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. We'll be back after this game. It's going to take place in a few minutes. You know, what a time. What a time. But we'll be back later tonight to talk about this Ravens game some more and recap everything. Appreciate everyone who's liked, who's commented, who's subscribed in the chat, everything. Jason, I would say the Ravens crap the bed as well. So I think we're in the same boat, you know, although I'm going to be honest, Jason, I hate to be this way. I really didn't see much of the Colts game, if any at all. 20-27. Okay. I might be. Oh, back-to-back unanswered touchdowns. I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'm so sorry, Jason. Okay, I'm seeing what you're saying now. Apologies. But that's going to do it for this edition of Kevin and Zach React. Hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. I don't remember the score of the game. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. But we're on to new things. I'm going to torture myself in a little bit and rewatch this game on all 22. And it's going to suck. But, hey, we're just going to make us grind more. Just going to make us grind. God damn it. Damn it. We'll see y'all later. We'll be back live right after the conclusion of the, I almost said Colts versus Packers. Cowboys versus Packers. We'll see you guys next time for another edition of Kevin and Zach React. Should I say a random Raven? You know what? Tony Siragusa, my guy. Went for him as my when I was 4 years old for Halloween. Tony Siragusa, have a great night. We'll see you guys in a little bit.